Sir, come here, sir. Turn that off. Okay, come here. Come here, sir. Come here, sir. Oh, you went and got your peanut butter jar. Okay. You got... Hey, Jericho. Jericho. Sir Jericho. Oh. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Jericho. Do you want a pepper? You want a pepper? It is not a spicy pepper, it's just a snacking pepper. He loves his snacking peppers. Nom nom nom. You want another one? You want another one? Oh yeah, there you go. Jericho. Enjoy your snacking peppers. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Mr. Jericho, the big cow horse. You're the big cow horse. Yep. Okay. This is technically for our live later tonight, Jericho. We got him some wheatgrass today. Oh, I love the wheatgrass. Yes. We went to the farmer's market. Hello, Winky. Lavender's not out here with me right now. She's sleeping. Oh, Jericho. I was going to do this on the live tonight maybe, but I thought, well, you know what? Let's do it now while it's daylight, and he likes his wheatgrass. He's like, nom, nom, nom. You want some more wheatgrass, buddy? He actually knows what this is too. Like sometimes I'll tell him, go eat your grass, and he'll go eat it. Well, this is actually good grass for him, but a lot of times, like cats and dogs, when they eat a lot of grass, it's because they have an upset stomach, and it helps them to throw up. So that way they can bring up what's in their stomach that's making them upset. But the wheatgrass, he does not throw up. He's got a peanut butter jar now. Nope, his stomach is not upset. He just likes wheatgrass. It's healthy for him too. But not all dogs do it just because their stomach's upset. But typically, in the past. But cats, they can eat wheatgrass too. To my knowledge, they don't throw it up. But regular grass, they throw up. Let's just have a conversation about throwing up. Or not. Oh my goodness. That is... Thank you. He's actually got another peanut butter jar too. He's taking care of the first one. And don't worry, it is only peanuts. We get natural organic peanut butter. Sorry, we get organic peanut butter. So it's only peanuts. Jericho. Sir? What do you smell over there, bud? Huh? Jericho! Sir Doggin, you want some grass? Nope, he wants the peanut butter. Because that is my preferred thing right now. Thanks, Mom. He went to the dog park yesterday, had a blast. I have another jar, Jericho. I have another peanut butter jar. It's up there. I'll have to get it for him. He's a Great Dane, Harlequin. Jericho. Hey, buddy. Yep. Hey, if I had a peanut butter jar and I had a tongue long enough to lick the peanut butter jar, but peanut butter jar, I would also do it. Because I do love peanut butter myself. I remember when I was a kid, I used to sneak out into the kitchen and get a spoon and dip out myself a big old spoonful of peanut butter and just lick it like a lollipop. I think that's not a bad midnight snack, you know. It's actually pretty good. It's better than sugary stuff. Except then I would get into the soda machine that we had, because we had a 1950s soda machine. My parents liked to collect all the fun stuff. We had a cotton candy machine. That was a lot harder. We had a popcorn machine, hot dog machine, griller machine, and a Coke machine. And it was gravity feed, so it was like you put the syrup in the top, and then you connect it to the fizzy water, the tank. What's it called? The O2 tank? Nope, not O2. CO2, yeah. And I would sneak a little glass of like Coke or Sprite or something. He's thoroughly getting that jar clean. You have another one, Jericho. Do you want the other one? Do you want the other one? You want some grass now? To palate cleanse, sir? You want some grass to palate? No? Okay. Here, let me get you your other peanut butter jar. Come on, bud. We'll hide the mess with the grass. Jericho, come here. You want this one? Come on. Come on, you want this one? Here you go. This one? Come on. Come on, you want this one? Here you go. It's like, cool. Got another one. I know, right? He's a cow horse dog. Oh, he's a cow horse dog. He's a cow horse dog. Jericho's a cow horse dog. Don't ask me why things happen. My brain happens. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Once they're all cleaned out, then we can throw them away. You're such a good boy, Jericho. Oh my goodness. Jericho's a good boy. And Lavender's inside sleeping right now. Nope, Jericho. Get your jar, buddy. Oh, I cannot wait to get this outside cleaned up. I've been dealing with it for a year because I've been just, you know, just conquering cancer, that's all. But I had a mess out here, just been sitting out here, and I haven't been able to do anything with it. But soon, now that I'm feeling better, I'm going to start getting back to it again. And I need to do laundry because I have no clean clothes. I keep pulling dresses out of my closet to keep wearing. Jericho. I have so many bags of clothes I need to clean or wash. Oh, it was peanut butter. Just oops, sorry. We'll block that area. It's a peanut butter jar with only peanuts. Yeah, peanuts is fine. It's just only peanut butter. Like, it don't get anything with anything added to it. Only, like, this is organic peanut butter, and it only has peanuts and salt. That's it. It's from Kirkland, actually. Wait, hold on. I'll show you. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Ingredients: dry roasted organic peanuts and sea salt. That's it. And it's from Kirkland. It's Kirkland brand organic peanut butter. That's what you want to see if you're going to give it to your dog, because you don't want any other ingredients in there. Get a blower, yeah. I wish I could blow all the crap out of there. And I'm not talking about the leaves. I'm talking about all the crap over there that I need to go through. Oh, that was fun. Sorry, Jericho. Oh my goodness, look at those drizzles. Hello, Panini. It is Costco brand, yes. I'm going to give my Jack Russell some today. As long, like I mentioned, as long as it's natural peanut butter. Because some of them will have xylitol, which is deadly to dogs. Just so you're aware, as long as it's natural, just peanut butter and salt, like read the ingredients to make sure there's no other things in there that are harmful for doggos. And I do have a blower, by the way. You blow them out and then they come back the next day. Look at all these leaves. I put some in the bottom, but these all just kind of fell in here. I need to clean this off. This is for lavender. You're welcome, Melissa. Hello, Astrology Man.
Hello.
Astrology Man is here. Oh, he's getting a big old drink. Jericho, buddy. I found this cushion on the side of the road, and it's great because he would always shred up his beds I bring out here for him. But this has an inner spring, I guess it's an inner spring cushion or something. Hello, buddy. Hello, bud. Oh, look at all the drizzles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, lick your lips. That's a good boy. Lick your lips. Lick your lips. Lick your lips again. Jericho. Hey, buddy. Sir Doggin. Sir Doggin. Hi, buddy. You're such a pretty boy. Yes, you are. You're such a pretty boy. Hi. Hello, sir. You did. Amazing, Melissa. That's amazing. Did you do chemo or did you do like frequency based? There's multiple ways I know that they can treat brain cancer, but I've researched like the focused frequencies for like tumors. Oh, it just fell off. Oh, it's the bag. Okay, I guess I'll turn it on me, but I'm only, yeah, okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so mine was stage 4 endometrial cancer, and they took it all out with surgery. Oh, okay. Yes, I did chemo, and then I had to have brain surgery. So they basically, like, what is that called? Debulking? Like when they do the chemo to make it kind of shrink and collect it, and so when they do the surgery, they can get it all out. Sorry, guys, I've had some caffeine, a little bit matcha. I've had matcha, but yeah, okay. Well, congratulations to you. One thing that I have learned through this situation too, though, is like mine was like a shocker because I felt fantastic. I did not know that. I was like, I actually laughed at the doctors. I'm like, no, there's no way I have cancer. There's no way. And so they did surgery. They removed all of it. It was major surgery. And then finally, like, what was it? 6 weeks later, exactly 6 weeks later, I had chemo for 6 cycles. I also got approved for immunotherapy, and I kept with the immunotherapy, and I'm taking Lenvima now because they took it all out with the surgery, but it did not, it came back. The kind of cells I had were aggressive, and they almost every time come back, but not all the time. But in my case, they came back. So they put me on the, you were just getting some headaches. Interesting. Okay. So they put me on Lenvima along with the immunotherapy every 3 weeks now. And the cancer is almost gone again. Lily, they actually do have a test. It's a blood test, and it has to be ordered by a certain doctor or clinic. I don't remember the name of it. But if they have like, oh crud, if I could remember the name, I would tell you. But anyway, it tests that, anywhere it is in your body, and it can test the type of cells, so it can actually detect where it came from, even if you have it, or if you're even possible to, like, it's a good test to have, like, even if you're like you don't have it, it can tell by the cells or something. I'm doing a horrible job. I'm so sorry. Buttercup, 3rd stage here. Never knew or felt nothing. No bilateral mastectomy. Oh, I didn't actually have breast cancer. Mine was endometrial. So I had to have everything taken out. My ovaries, fallopian tubes, Oh, so yeah, CA125 is my test, yes, for ovarian and endometrial types of cancer. But the thing is that CA125 is not reliable when it comes to clear cell cancer. It does not show up in blood tests. So when the CA125 is low or high or whatever, it was actually because I had ascites. And that was not pleasant. That's the part that was like, something's wrong, but I definitely didn't think it was cancer. But so the cancer caused the ascites. Are you allowed to take like coenzyme Q10, Melissa? That's something that helps oxygenate your brain and might help rejuvenate your memory. It's a natural supplement. I think it's even in your body already. It's just a little bit extra. Yeah, so anyway, there are different tests that can detect like the levels of, but see, the CA125 is basically like testing inflammation in the abdominal area, in which case I have a couple of other things going on. So mine's like a little, oh, good, Melissa. That's awesome. Also turmeric is really great for anti-inflammatory. Like golden milk is really good for that. And I'm trying to think of any other things. Oh, I cannot remember the name of that test. And it tests for like 50 some types of cancer. If you Google it, can I borrow your phone really quick? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna borrow Astrology Man's phone really quick and see if I can look it up. Give me 1 second. Here, I'll put this on the Jericho. And Jericho, can you keep everybody occupied? Okay, let's see. Cancer test screen. Let me see if I can find it. Gallery, perfect. Okay, I'll just show you here. It's GALLERI, and it tests for so many types of cancer. Yeah, so the Gallery is the name of the test. That's the one that my functional medicine doctor wanted me to take. But once I was diagnosed with it, she's like, well, there's no sense doing that test now. And it is a little pricey. But yeah, so this test is one that's been, actually, I know it says sponsored here, but my functional medicine doctor, who is also the one that kept pushing me to go to a gynecologist, she actually said that that's the test that they use. Okay, I'm going to give this, here you go. Thank you. Yeah, just heard about it for gut issues, which I have. Yes. So also with chemo and the cancer and inflammation and everything like that, we have to be like, not only like regular people need to be hyper vigilant about their, I'm going to flip the camera back again. Regular people have to be hyper vigilant about their gut as well. A lot of people with anxiety and the like depression and things like that, a lot of it can stem from the gut health. And sometimes it can be, just a variety of things going on with the intestines. I actually got some kefir today, but it's from a local farm or local person that makes it. It's like a French kefir, but and it's called Bonjour. I don't know if they have it everywhere. I think it might just be here, but it has so many good bacterias and stuff, and they don't add sugar, and it tastes amazing. It's more like I don't even know really what it's like a really super thick, dense dip yogurt, but it's not a dip at all. It is a yogurt, but it's hard to describe. It's just like really thick. It's like thicker than pudding, but it tastes very good and it's super good. Will this live be posted for reference later? I actually am downloading my lives most of the time, and I'm posting them to a YouTube channel. But since, I don't know, I guess I could. I post them to the animal YouTube channel. And so I guess at your request, I can post it on there as well. And I'm trying to do that now because I wasn't doing it all along, and we've had some really great lives with the animals, but, yeah, so, and I can put it in the description as well about it being, like cancer talk or something like that. But, so the YouTube channel, I don't have it linked on here yet, but it's under Jericho and Friends, and Jericho and Friends, and I only have like 2 subscribers, and I'm one of them. But I just started downloading everything and uploading it to the YouTube, because you never know what's going to happen with TikTok, and I might as well get content. So I'm downloading all of my videos and posting them to the YouTube channel as well. Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. I also do, I can't keep up with everything, unfortunately, because I am like one of those, I think I'm a non-diagnosed ADHD brain. So you're welcome, Rachel. Yeah, so it's like I have another one on here on TikTok, and I need to get, yeah, so it's like I have another one on here on TikTok, and I need to get more. I have so many videos and stuff that I need to post, because I started doing the video documentation through my entire cancer progress, because honestly, like, I even did a video the night before my surgery. I'm like, maybe the doctor's wrong, maybe they should have done more tests, you know, I don't have cancer, blah blah blah. And so but I posted that and I left it up, because we can be wrong, you know, and that's kind of the point. I'm real with everybody. I'm an advocate. I joined the board at the hospital for patients and family members and stuff, because I want to be one of those people that can help make care better for other patients, and a little bit more streamlined, and just, you know, like, hey, you know, and this hospital started that. So I was like asking my caseworker, I was like, listen, I want to help somehow. And so we're going to be doing a couple of documentaries about this, and I'm working with another lady. And just so you guys are aware, for the future, right now in Germany, they are actually creating, I say this kind of loosely, it's a vaccine, but they do it from your own cells, where they take the cancer cells and the measurements and all the data from the biology of it, and they actually create a vaccine for your body to make sure that it can attack those cells in the future. So it can, because that's what our bodies are supposed to do. But then as our mitochondria DNA is getting frayed and it's getting weak, especially as we're exposed to so many, you know, environmental factors. I'm next to an airport, and they're like, yeah, this is environmental. Your cancer is environmental. Because I had a DNA test, or what is it? I guess it's a DNA test for the likelihood of me getting any type of cancer, and it was lower than normal. So that's when they deemed it environmental. And so I'm going after the airport, because they don't have any warnings. They're not warning the people around the area that live here. And I've heard of so many people in the same area getting stage 4 cancer. Like, all of a sudden it's just stage 4 cancer. I'm like, there's something wrong here. You know, there's something very wrong. And it's not just here. I know it's all over the place. But this particular airport is not regulating properly. And yeah, so we want to make sure they get in compliance. And I reached out to Erin Brockovich, have not heard back yet. I can only imagine that she's bombarded with people trying to get her, especially with all of the things we're dealing with these days. But yeah, so I'm always going to advocate for people. I actually mentor some women with similar cancers. I've had women reach out to me on social media asking me questions. Did this happen for you? Did this happen for you? What happened here? You know, and how did this feel? You know, all these things. And I must say that, like, I am not somebody that will withhold information. If you want to hear the details, like down to the things, you know, the things you really don't want to hear, I will tell you. But, you know, I just have to be, I can tell you a couple of things though. If ever anyone is diagnosed with cancer, I know a couple of you here have been, and you have cancer and everything, or have, you know, you have surpassed it, you have journeyed through, and now you're on the other side of it. But I tell everyone now, because I made the mistake, never Google about anything to do with cancer unless it's on YouTube and you're looking at cancer researchers. Those are the only videos that I found that were helpful and inspiring. Never look for success stories, never look for statistics, never Google any of that. And here's why. Your story is different than everyone else's story. Hello, Amanda. We are talking about the cancer, so I don't know if you want to be here, but just as a warning. So just never Google those things, because it's very important for us to be aware, but not to scare ourselves. And I mean, like my poor oncologist, like I Googled it, I looked it up on YouTube, and then I look in the comments, and then, oh, the person didn't make it, and she was stage 4. And I was like, oh, man, I'm bawling my eyes out. My oncologist calls me. Yes, it can be. And my oncologist calls me, and he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I found this lady, and she had this, and he's like, we're going for cure for you. And he's like, and your case is not her case. I don't know what her history was. I don't know any of that. So I don't know what to say about that one, but I know your case. So, and I'm like, okay, noted, never to do that again. So anyway, just to kind of share that and to save everybody. I understand, Amanda. You will. I actually spoke to a lady yesterday, and her mother-in-law has cancer, a tumor that started in her nose, and I guess was pressing into her eye, and she may lose her eye. And so I spoke to her for about 45 minutes yesterday, just kind of giving her, I'm like, I did not have the same type of cancer, but here's some things to ask the doctors. Here are some things to prepare for and everything. I said, it sounds, since it's moving fast, then, they're going to have to do some aggressive treatments. But, it's changed my outlook on a lot of things. Death doesn't seem to scare me nearly as much. I'm valuing life so much more. It doesn't seem like much can faze me now. And I really try to also look at things now where I'm just like, okay, all right, so this is next. Okay, so how do we deal with this? I'm looking at it as a journey. No longer am I looking at it as a death sentence or even a fight. I am now, it's part of my journey, and being a part of my journey, it means I can help other people. I don't care about being a guinea pig in my own, I'm making my choices. I'm making the best choices that I can with the information I've been given, and I don't regret those choices. Matter of fact, I'm actually grateful that I even had some choices. And in the beginning, like with the chemo, I didn't have a choice. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I did have a choice for the surgery. It was either, go through with the surgery and get it out, or the inevitable, which would happen if I had let it grow and keep going. I was super holistic for years, and I felt fantastic. So if I knew that at that point that this particular cancer was not going to be able to be treated holistically at the advanced stage that I was at, even though I didn't really know how advanced or anything until after surgery. But it's important to know as many facts as you can about the cancer. Some people that I talk to, they have no idea what type of cells they are, what type of this, that. I'm like, okay, these are things that you need to know. You need to know the cells. You need to know all the, like how much it's metastasized, what the grade is. Like I'm grade 2, grade 3 is the worst one, the most aggressive type. So grade 1 is the least aggressive. And the staging really doesn't even mean anything, honestly. Yes, it means it's the distance that it's traveled. But I have a friend that had, I think it was stage 4 liver cancer or pancreatic cancer. I can't remember which one it was. It was just one that normally people don't make it through. But he was younger. He's like, I think he's in his 50s now. And he went through the aggressive, we're talking aggressive chemo. I feel like I escaped, like I had it easy, way easy. But we can't really look at it that way. We can't compare our journey compared to other people, especially when it comes to treatment styles. But you do have to, oh, thank you for the heart, me star. You do have to stay on top of the doctors as far as I will keep making my list every time I go in, and now I'm pretty much good, and like I have this caseworker. She's my medical caseworker, and she's amazing. I call her my magical unicorn. And I'm sorry I didn't read your message yet, Amanda. I just got on a but anyway, I want to encourage people to stay positive, but not like toxic positive. Feel it deep in your being that you are healing. You are healing yourself, and the choices that you make are the best that you have the information for at that moment. So, people say stay strong. People say stay positive. Da 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 da. I kind of feel like sometimes those are toxic things to say. I mean, I know they mean well, but personally, I found things to research, to focus my attention onto, and just kind of keep my mind busy in a productive way. I'm a very creative person too, but even through all of that, I was not being creative because I was penalizing myself for not cleaning. And so now that I'm cleaning again, my brain is actually getting more creative again. So I'm rewarding myself apparently. But anyway, I just want to say that it's really important to make sure that we listen to our bodies. It was really hard. I mean, it took me probably a year to finally go, okay, I'm tired. I need to go lay down. It's still kind of hard to actually do it because I would push myself too much, especially after chemo. I got that, what was it called? The steroid rush afterward. Oh my gosh. I could get so much done the day after chemo, and I used it. I'm like, okay, you know what? If I have the energy, I might as well use it to my advantage. So I did a whole bunch of stuff. And then the next day it was like, oh, starting to feel a little weak and peaked. And then the day after that was usually like, okay, this is a bed day. So we just have to forgive ourselves and just take that time, because our body is working hard. It's trying to get rid of these cells. It's trying to create new cells. It's trying to do so many things. And with chemo, it's also, there's a die off of cells and stuff too through that. So, it's just really important to hone in on you, focus on you. What do you want to do the best that you can? I know sometimes it's not, not everyone can be afforded the time or the space to heal themselves mentally and spiritually and physically. And I've been definitely blessed with a lot of that, the gift of time with people that have been helping me and stuff like that. So, anyway, just saying. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to help people when all of the cases are different, but at least you try. Yes, of course. Exactly. That's the thing. It's like teaching each person how to advocate for themselves is the best way to go. I mean, you can't give all the answers because I'm not a doctor or anything. All I can tell is like what it is I've learned. I can share that information. Also, there's another piece of information here. Thank you, Globetrotter, for the team bracelet and Tiny Diny and the rose. In every state, there is something called an ombudsman. So if you're having issues with your treatment, insurance to do with treatment, almost anything to do with like state stuff and all of those things, search your state and ombudsman, get the phone number and call them. See how they can help you. That's what they're there for. They are there to help you navigate this crazy system that we have here that sucks a lot of the time. But with getting all of the right people on, getting it all set up and everything, and okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here, sorry. But just with all of these things, it makes it difficult for people when you're already feeling crappy, you're already, going through all of these crazy feelings. And another thing I will say too is that when I started going through chemo, my not anxiety, but I started having really dark thoughts. I mean dark thoughts. I am not someone that has those type of dark thoughts. I used to have anxiety a lot. I had agoraphobia for a while, and stuff like that. But I overcame it right before this all happened, and I'm very grateful for that. But I did decide that I'm like, okay, you know what? I need a little extra help. So I asked to start taking Lexapro. So I did that. And that has helped me greatly through a lot of things here. And it has helped me to manage my mental health a lot better than trying to, sometimes you need a little extra hand, and that's okay. I have therapy now. And I was talking to a therapist before all this started. And now I feel like I'm to the point where I'm almost done with talking to somebody, because I feel like now I'm in such a good place in my head and my spirit and everything like that, that I feel like now it's just kind of like just somebody I talk to every once in a while, and I keep kind of elongating our time, like, oh, okay, well, you know what, instead of every 2 weeks, why don't we do 3 weeks now? I'm feeling so much better. A lot of that has to do with just actually, it's hard to even say, but just like, I actually want to start doing some speaking. I want to do public speaking, and I already know the title that I want to do. It's like finding your power in the storm. Like, what is your power in that storm? And it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be a health thing, it could be a spiritual thing, it could be a mental thing, it could be anything. And just, that's amazing, Silver. I'm happy to hear that. I am not an advocate for medicine, by the way. I'm not. Squirrels are jumping. Because I'm a very holistic person, but there are places that medicine can help. Chemo has helped people. And chemo didn't really do much for me because the type of cells I have. But in order to get the immunotherapy, I had to get the chemo. I was not allowed to get immunotherapy by itself. So that was sad for me, but I did it, And I did something called low dose chemo, to where instead of going every 3 weeks, I went every single week. I put ice packs on my head, and an astrology man over here, he's not paying attention. He was there, and every 30 minutes, there he is. Every 30 minutes, he was changing out ice packs on my head, so that I didn't lose all of my hair. And because I just finished chemo almost a year ago. It was right before Thanksgiving. So the other thing I wanted to say is, if you are in need of someone that has had similar cancer to you, there is a free nonprofit service out there called I Merman Angels. It's like merman with I on the beginning. I Merman Angels, and you can go to their website and you can request someone to talk to. And it can be for a caregiver, it can be for the person with the cancer, it can be for a family member, it doesn't matter. It's just a support that people can talk to someone else that's had similar cancer. They'll reach out to you, and they'll just kind of keep in touch, and just to have somebody that you can talk to that's been through something similar. That's kind of what we're always looking for, is just, someone that's been through what we've been through, and they understand, because a lot of times people don't understand. All they do is see from the outside, and like, people will go, oh, I'm so sorry you have cancer. I'm like, no, please don't say that to me. Like, this is part of my journey, and apparently, it's just me, that I'm going to be able to help advocate for other people and help other people somehow. That's how I look at it. Each person is different, and they handle things differently, and I get that. So everybody just kind of has their own way of traveling their journey. But there are so many things out there that can help. You just have to know where to look. Sorry, I've been kind of on my soapbox here, but hopefully you guys are doing okay out there. And I'm always wanting to just kind of give good energy to everybody, to just enjoy life no matter what. Even when I had chemo, I had to plan around the certain days or whatever, but I would go to the ocean with my friends, and I couldn't walk far because I couldn't breathe very well, but because I was out of breath. But they still took me there. They're like, come on, let's go. We're going to go get some ocean air. And come on, let's go. We're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And a lot of times I turned many people down, but plenty happy to have you on your soapbox. Okay. So, I have a few things that have come up since my journey started. Now from the immunotherapy, it attacked my thyroid. So I got hypothyroid. And honestly, that was worse than chemo. The hypothyroid, I felt like a zombie. I couldn't. I literally felt like 1,000-pound goo. Imagine, like the flubber. Just imagine flubber with bones and you're trying to move it around. That's how I felt. But once they got me on Synthroid, and then they had to raise it because it wasn't bringing my thyroid into a normal level. So I then requested Armor Thyroid, which is a natural form, and that has done the trick for me. I'm doing much better. My thyroid is where it should be, at least within normal range. I'm also now, with the recurrence, I'm taking Lenvima, which gives me fatigue. Like, they all have their side effects and stuff. And I have a hernia now that I have to have repaired. And that is actually because they had to take out my omentum, which is the fatty layer between your organs and your abdominal muscles. And it has its own function, but it also kind of keeps things in place. Our bodies are tight, we're like a Trader Joe's store, our bodies. Everything's like got its little place, so they had to take that out because the cancer had traveled up the omentum. And then so they actually use the fascia tissue, which is strong, but the area that it's weak, and it's created a hernia that is not broken open yet, but they need to put mesh in there. And my dad had a hernia a long time ago, so I asked him what kind of mesh they used for him, because he hasn't had any issues. So I'll be able to at least have that conversation with that surgeon about that. So I'm going to get that fixed. And then what was the other thing that I've got going on? I've got the hernia. My back is atrocious. The medication, like, I already had a back issue, and the medication makes it feel way worse. So there are some things.
And the cherry on top.
That's the cherry on top?
No, you know what the analogy I gave for your PE?
Oh yeah, the pulmonary embolism. Yes, I have a pulmonary embolism. But the cool thing, and I've had one of those before, and they are extremely painful. But this one was tiny, and they caught it in my last cancer scan. And they called me on one Monday, and they're like, "So we need you to go to the urgent care." And I'm like, "What?" I'm sitting in Dunkin'. I'm on my computer, and I'm doing things. And they're like, yeah, you need to go to the urgent care. I'm like, why? I feel fine. Well, we think you have a pulmonary embolism in your lungs. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, are you sure it's not from the old one? Nope, it's new. I said, okay, all right, fine. So went to the urgent care, and then they said, yeah, we're afraid that if you do have one, we can't treat you. So we need you to go to the ER. But they're in the same, it's all in the same hospital that treated me and did the surgery and stuff. So I'm like, all right. So you just walk through a little corridor, and then you get to the emergency room. And then I told them that, and they got me, like, they literally like walked me practically straight through to a room and got me in and out within like 4 hours, I think it was. And now I'm on blood thinners for that and everything. But I didn't even feel it. Like, I felt a little short of breath, but nothing so noticeable that wasn't already there from the other medication. So I'm actually very grateful that they caught it from the scan, because I had to have another scan at the ER just to kind of, for sure say, oh yes, you absolutely do have a pulmonary embolism, and I did. So, but yeah, I haven't had any type of negative things from that. It's, just having to take blood thinner again, which I've taken before. Thankfully, it's not Coumadin though. I took that before, and they've come so far with blood thinners now. And now I'm taking Xarelto, and I have to do that for like 3 months. So, but it's all, I'm like, okay, like, what's next? And matter of fact, when I saw the oncologist and my CH125 had come up, and I was like, well, she's like, yeah, so we need to do the scan. So they did the scan and confirmed that it had returned. But when she like talked to me, she's like, so I know this isn't what you want to hear. That I'm like, okay, so what's next? Like, chemo again, or what are we gonna do? Like, I didn't even like cry. I didn't even like feel devastated at all. It's like, okay, what's next? What are we gonna do? Let's get the plan together. Come on. And she's like, I think she was like completely just taken aback and just kind of moving forward as if I had just broken down. And I'm like, but I'm not crying, you know? So, we all react differently. We all have our own emotions. We have things that we, you know, this is how we handle things, and everything, however you feel, is okay. Don't feel like you have to be super strong. Don't feel like you have to be anything other than what you are. You can handle it however you need to handle it. And we're here. I'm here. I want to make sure that people know that there are people out there that you can talk to. You know, if anybody here wants to message me about anything, feel free to do so. You know, because I just always want to help people and get them going in the right direction, especially with your mentality, because the more we feel down about what we have, or like feeling like it's a death sentence or something like that, then that's where we're gonna go. That vibration brings us down. So by bringing our vibration up and being like, okay, like, not toxic again, but just feeling it from our inner being, just knowing that no matter what happens, we're doing our best, and we're going to make the best decisions that we have to make with the information that we have to make at the time. And that's where the magic is. Having that peace, just knowing, like, I mean, you know, when we all get to the end finally, whenever that time is, and whatever it is that does take us at that moment, we're not going to know anything once we're gone. You know, like we're gone. Our body, we've shed our skin and everything, and it's the beforehand that we're thinking of too much. We're thinking about, oh, but my animals and this person or that person or my kids, or, you know, all of those things, when those are things that we will not even know a thing about once we're actually gone. So why stress about it now, you know? We need to just have things in order the best that we can, and live life the best that we can, because, you know, within your limits, within your means, within your abilities, within your mindset, just do the things. Go do the things, as long as it's safe. And I mean, you know, like, I don't know, maybe you do want to jump out of a plane. I am not one of those people. Oh, awesome. Well, we'll just go ahead and report you then, because you don't have cancer, do you? No, you don't. Okay, let's go ahead. Confirm. And then we'll just see here. Let's see. Report. Oh, that's the one, yeah. Okay. Goodbye, buddy. All right, guys. Well, I am going to go ahead and head out here. Thank you, Andrea. It took me time. You know, in the beginning, I was not there. I can absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, tell you, I unleashed my bawling eyes when I found out I had to do chemo. And I was talking to my medical caseworker, who is still my medical caseworker, by the way. And I've gotten to know her so much more, but that was when I first met her, and we're in the lobby of the hospital, and there was nowhere else to go, and I'm being told this information, and it was just a lot. So, you know, it's that knee-jerk reaction, you know, it's that, oh my gosh, you know, that was the first moment. And then with the surgery thing, it was supposed to be laparoscopic, because I was like, oh, there's no way I have cancer. I want you to do laparoscopic and make sure it's cancer. Well, then they met me bedside, because I had had a biopsy 1 week prior. And then they came to me and they're like, okay, it's definitely cancer. And I said, okay. I knew right then what I had to do. I had to go through the whole entire surgery, bawled my eyes out all the way to the operating room. But honestly, I'm kind of glad it was then, because I didn't have far to go before I was going to be put under, you know, to have everything done. So, you know, and then after that, I did great, actually. I'm glad I didn't have much time. But from when I found out that I might have cancer to surgery was 2 weeks. And actually on the day of surgery, I found out I absolutely did have cancer. So you know, that's how quickly it happened, but they acted really fast, and for that I'm grateful as well. I had a great team here, and I wish some things could have gone a little bit differently, but you know what? That's the way it went, so that was the way it was meant to go. But anyway, so I guess I'm gonna go, and as I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll download this one and post it to the YouTube channel. This one, I mean, does have Jericho in it at the beginning. You're so cute, Bubba. He's like, yes, you said my name. So I will go ahead and post it to that channel because that's where I post all my lives anyway. So it's going to be, oops, oh, thank you for all the hearts. Yeah, so from my other bird, Robin, I'm Raven. Nice to meet you. Caw, caw. Never mind. That's just me. I'm weird and I'm okay with it. So yeah, so it's Jericho and Friends is the YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, what's it doing? And I have way more lives on there, but mostly they're all animals. But this one I'll be putting a description on there, the date and the description about what I'm talking about here mostly. So I keep popping that thing there. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go, but we do have a live in the evening usually. I'll go live at like, oh, whoops, I got to do something, I think maybe. No, just thank you so much for this discussion. Thank you for posting. You're a blessing. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Rachel, absolutely. And if you want to laugh at some of the lives and stuff, like, you know, check my channel, TikTok. The animals are hilarious. They should have their own show. But anyway, so I hope you have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, be well. There's half a heart, another half a heart. And be sure to give a follow if you want to see lives in the future with me. I do have another TikTok channel. It is mostly geared toward the cancer talk, and it's called Zenacious C, like Zenacious C. And yes, what was it? What's his name? Half of the Tenacious D actually knows about it. So, and he thought it was great. Anyway, and that's not Jack Black, it's the other guy. I forget his name. Anyway, Jericho, hi buddy. So, all right guys, well, I'll see you soon. I can't even see the screen. Have a great rest of your day. See you tonight. We'll check out your post now. Okay, yep, I go live 10 o'clock Pacific time. He's like, I gotta be right here. Like, okay, we do the selfie. Yeah, 10 o'clock Pacific time and 1 a.m. Eastern time. And it'll be Lavender and Jericho usually. Excuse you. Should we have bacon, Jericho? Oh, we have wheatgrass. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.